day and welcome to Pastor Capture. I am Reverend Tammy Palermo and with me is Reverend Dr. Ivy Smith. And as you can tell, Steve is not with us. Pastor Steve, I guess, felt that he had to do it solo last week, so it's the women taking over. Boo! So last week, there was a God symbol that he had up. Do you know what that was?
Mm-hmm. I do.
Yeah, what was it?
It was a picture.
Picture. All right. Or a picture.
And there's one this week.
Okay.
Just take the time, look around. What do you think? Type in and let us know what you think it is.
Yes.
What you think it is, and we'll share.
So this past Sunday, in our Sunday school, we learned about Isaac, and the kids all got to learn about what their names meant. They kind of laughed because my name, Tammy, means palm tree. That's exciting. But we learned about Isaac and what his name meant, which was laughter, or is, I should say. And so that was super fun. And the kids decided that, they looked into what their names meant. And we learned about how Sarah was 90 years old when Isaac was born.
Wow.
I know, I can't even imagine.
Wow.
So that's what happened in Sunday school. Also, I just want to say thank you to everyone who showed up for Treat Street on Saturday afternoon. We figured there was 500 folks here, which was pretty amazing.
Wow.
We ran out of popcorn. We ran
I saw
out
the
of
pictures.
custard. Oh, good. I'm glad you saw yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And candy. We had to send Grace to go get candy. Isn't that wild?
Running out of candy.
It's
a good thing.
It was
a good thing to run out.
Yeah. So, since this past Sunday, we had 2 guest preachers. So you watched
Reverend Jim Skinner.
Oh, right, in Modern.
Reverend Jim Skinner came. The service was wonderful. The service was wonderful for Modern. I was in Georgia watching with some friends, and we just kind of went through the service and just had a good time. The band sang a wonderful song. I love that. Cornerstone. Yeah, love that song. But Reverend Skinner, I got out of his message how he talked about, he did that third part of our series on defying gravity. And he talked about not giving the church your leftovers and taking a risk. That it takes a risk to be in support of the ministry of the church. But it's always in the midst of everything else that we have to do. So it's kind of like we have to make sure we prioritize and make sure we put the church in there. There was a great video of this guy that was doing his zip lining.
Yeah. Have you ever zip lined?
No.
Oh, I have. It's really
I wanted
awesome.
to
So
when we
fun.
went on the trip to Geneva.
Yeah.
I felt kind of adventurous, but I didn't do it yet. But I liked how he talked about taking that risk, and because it just shows you don't know where God will lead you once you say yes. Once you say yes and you take that leap and kind of just readjust your finances so that, you factor in, if you believe in the ministry of the church and, where we're going as a church and what we're doing and, how you can help, then it becomes easier.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you, Reverend Jim. Thanks for coming.
And I watched Reverend Dr. Alan Bevere's sermon in traditional. Since I was teaching Sunday school, I couldn't hop in there in person. And one of my big takeaways was how he talked about, he said, if I ever ask you to do something, it's okay to say no, but don't tell me you're too busy. He said, we're all busy.
Oh, right.
All busy. And that time management experts say, when folks say that they are too busy, it really just means that it's not important to them. And it's okay to say no. But don't say that you are too busy. And we all have time, we all have money to do with what we want, but it's how we prioritize what we're going to do with those resources. And that's one of the things that I think it's important to remember, that even though we're in our stewardship season right now, and we're talking about giving of our money as our resource, we also need to talk about the giving of our time and our talents, because those are 2 other resources that God has given to each of us that we need to give back to God in some way.
Right.
And
give of your time, give of your talent, your skill, your ability. All of it is what we need.
Yeah.
Yeah, not just the giving of tithes and offerings. That's one part, and it's a very big part.
Yep.
But a lot of people are gifted.
Yes.
Can come forward.
For sure. So I really appreciated what he had to say about that and how important it is for us to give in that way. So this week coming up, I know in Sunday school we just talked about baby Isaac being born, and we're gonna like jump ahead to Isaac's twin sons. We're missing a lot of stuff there, but it's
like
all
a lot
good.
of episodes missing in that story, but we're getting there.
We're getting there. So we're going to talk about how Jacob and Esau were twins, but how incredibly different they were. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What is this scripture passage this Sunday?
This is Luke chapter 12, verses 13 to 21. And it talks about the rich fool. We don't know if he's young or not. We just know, and hopefully he's not young, that he is, because
so he can make a change.
Yeah, so he can have some time to reevaluate his life. But talks about how he just wants to use those words: me, mine, mine, I, and everything is for me. And it just kind of shows us sometimes how we are so blessed, but yet we don't have an open heart. We don't share. We don't give. Mm-hmm. And it is an obligation. It is an obligation to express your love, express your concern and your care for others by giving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Awesome. And this will be the last Sunday for that series.
This will be the close.
Yes, yeah. And then you'll be moving from traditional over to modern the following Sunday.
Right. We make a switch, and in November, Pastor Steve will be in traditional, and I will be in modern. So this is kind of the closeout Sunday of our Defying Gravity series, and it's our commitment Sunday, where everyone's going to bring in their pledges and their commitment for 2024. Mm-hmm. Come forward and say, I'm all in. Here we go.
Awesome. Well, don't forget to join us at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. You can come to modern or traditional, and Sunday school happens then. Also, 9 a.m. is live streamed from our modern service, and 11 a.m. live stream in our traditional service. We'd love it if you would like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and for you to come and visit and join our mentor family. Yes. So, thank you for joining us for Pastor Capture.